Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of News Trend. And I'm sure you've been hearing this protest that's set to happen. If you're not hearing it, drop your phone somewhere else or do something with it because you clearly do not need it. So now there's this protest that has been set to happen from August 1st or take place from August 1st to August 10th, 2024. And then the protest has started gaining traction in the north and other parts of the country. It hasn't gotten to Lagos properly yet, but it started gaining traction in the north. And then, since our recent President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced the abolition of fuel subsidy, there has been inflation of prices. Different things have just been happening. Prices are going up. I mean, you're clearly going to the market. Tomato and pepper now is gold. Everything, dollar prices, that dollar has gone up. Things you buy of 200 before, now you're buying it like 600. And then people are angry. The youths are angry. The women in Minna, Niger states, they had taken to the streets of Minna that, it's enough. All these astronomical rise prices of food and other essential commodities in market, while here fighting the other, which day were they doing minimum wage of 60,000-70,000? What does that even want to buy you? Imagine you have children, 3-4 children, you're paying rent, you're feeding, you're paying school fees with 60,000-70,000, and then you're buying one paint bucket of tomatoes to cook one pot of stew. And you're buying it at 10,000 naira. It's very funny. It's crazy. I mean, the prices of things going up. People are really tired of every day. People are always talking about the cost of living, insecurity, other challenges. Because the more things are more expensive, you're hearing that they are kidnapping. You're hearing that people are missing. Kidnappers now will take you and just even if it's 500k they collect from your hand. It is. I mean, the protesters that have stormed the streets of some southern western states, they carried these placards with inscriptions like President Tinubu, let the poor breathe. I mean, he literally came out to say, let the poor breathe. Are you letting us breathe? Are you letting us breathe? You're the masses, the citizens. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones on the receiving end of this. It's choking. You're having bills to pay on a constant, the payment of living wage. Now, it is tiring. And then insecurity is increasing. You go and buy fuel, transport that you enter 100 naira before, they're charging you 300 because everybody's trying to make ends meet. People have come out to talk about it. Some of the organizers, like we know all these activists now, like Omoyele Sowore, they've been campaigning for the August protest through their social media handles. Sowore, who has led several protests in the country, even during the time of NSAS, he was outside. He has started a revolution that says, insisting nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. It is revolution time. Revolution now. #revolution now is what we're going for. He also wrote, the revolution is now knocking on our doors. Let everyone rise all once in August. And he's not the only one that is on this. There are so many other of them. He has teamed up with other, even Haijia Yesufu, that was also an activist during the time of NSAS. They have all come out to talk about this because we're actually tired. And then after this whole protest thing started, after I got out, the special advisor on information, Bayo Ononuga, he accused Peter Obi of being the brain behind the protest. Oh, he has been saying this, he has been saying that. And then obviously people are going to talk. This brought about a lot of controversy. Everybody had something to say from one side to the other side. And people in the Igbo, people have been saying that, Bayo Ononuga, he's been tribalistic, that can he not see all the things that are happening in the country? Because clearly you can. Except you want to say that you're turning a blind eye or deaf ears to all the things that are happening. People are crying on a daily basis from fuel subsidy. Okay, you said, the government said they wanted to remove their hand from fuel and whatnot so that things can be... They want to move their hands from fuel subsidy, all of that, so that they can use and do other things. What is being done exactly? Government removing their hand from the whole fuel thing, was it not meant to help regularize other things? What is it doing? It's like the economy is sinking and they are not doing anything about it. We're hearing that they're buying private jets. I mean, they are going to go and buy private jets. For what? All that money that you're supposed to use and help the masses, the individuals, civilians, you're not doing anything. People are hungry. Crime rate is increasing. The country is just going up and down in different aspects. So that's one way that they have tackled this whole protest issue, the whole Peter Obi being the brain behind it. On the other hand, the defense headquarters said that they don't want it to be hijacked by hoodlums. When you give room for protest, different things start to happen. They start to vandalize buildings. Remember how NSAS was now. it was like a mini lockdown because things were being vandalized. That toll gate in Lekki has still not recovered till date, and they're never going to use it for anything again because it's like a try to say trademark for the NSAS that went on. And so obviously the defense headquarters, like, they don't want anything to happen or destroying of properties, let it be hijacked by hoodlums. And they say that, okay, it might also be a result of the Kenyan protest, because I'm sure you must be hearing that Kenyans had protests with their president that led him to sacking all his cabinet members. And then just saying, okay, maybe if the results that they're having, like, it's another African country, if they could have results such as this over there, maybe if we take it to the streets and protest, do something about it, instead of just sitting down folding our arms. If tomorrow they say, okay, this is how much it is, we'll pay, whether we're dying or we're eating our children, we have no idea. Let us see whether there's going to be a different result. That is another aspect as to what they have tagged the whole idea of protest, maybe where it came from. Another issue is the Oro Festival. Now, this is, okay, the first two statements I gave, the one on Peter Obi being the brain behind it, or the Kenyan aspect, that is where we feel like it has started from, but it's not certain yet what brought it about. We just know that it's because there's hunger in the country. But the one that they want to use to end it now, or the Nigerians and, the masses are saying that it cannot happen, even the activists are putting their mouth that it can't happen, is the Oro Festival. Now, if you're a citizen of this country, you know that Oro Festival is done by the Yorubas, and it is usually a yearly thing. Sometimes they do it quarterly, because they have done it this year already in Ikorodu, if I remember very clearly. So now they want to do it again, and they want to do it in Lagos from the 1st. I don't know if it's only Lagos, but then I know it's going to be happening in Lagos from the 1st of August till the 15th of August. Now, this is meant to be like, maybe you do it 1st and 2nd, or 1st, 2nd, 3rd. And then we know that, okay, the protest can start on the 4th if we let the whole Oro thing pass away. But now they want to do it from the 1st of August till the 15th of August. And the protest is meant to happen from the 1st of August till the 10th of August. It's not like they're trying to hinder the protest from happening. Everybody's saying that it is a means to restrict the movement. Sowore, who is an activist, like I mentioned, and a former presidential candidate, as well as Hajia Yusufu, who is also an activist and who was one of the major people to have championed against the NSAS. I mentioned all this earlier on. They are speaking about it that it cannot happen. They cannot put the whole Oro Festival to last for almost 2 weeks. 15 days. It can't be possible. They're also now saying that, they are attacking the government, that they are the ones that are behind this. They are the ones that have set the Oro Festival on that date. And the Lagos State government had to come out and release a statement, a feedback saying that they have never been involved with any religious practices or traditional acts. So why are they being accused right now? Because normally, if Christians are doing their own, they don't say anything. Muslims are doing, they don't say anything. Traditional worshippers are doing, they don't say anything. So all of a sudden, it's like, okay, they're the ones behind this. And you can't blame people for thinking that, because clearly the things that happen in this country, you never can tell. Like, they're constantly using us for, like, caricature. They think we're jokes at this point. You can know somebody. All this is a connection now. It doesn't take anything to just go and fix a date. And because Oro Festival is to keep people indoors. People should not come out. It doesn't even favor the women. Maybe sometimes the men, maybe you can still pass, but women is like a no-go area. So it's like, let everybody stay indoors. Let this whole protest thing not happen. And like the government said, their hand is not in the whole timing for the Oro Festival. Whatever has made them decide to do Oro Festival for 2 weeks and a day, nobody has an idea. But even if it ends after the 15 days, it's not going to be for the rest of the year now. If they decide to set the protest to maybe the 20th of August, will they come back and say they want to do it? Say they want to start another one, establish another one. At this point, people are just tired of crying. You go to the streets, you want to go out and do vox pop interviews. Everybody is complaining, everybody is lamenting, and the government is seeing all these things and not saying anything about it. And it's like, we're catching fun or we're catching cruise in this country. With that being said, let me rest my case. I drop everything on this matter. Anything that happens before August 1st, which is just on Thursday next week, anything that happens, again, definitely you come back, and I would definitely come back to tell you more about it and give you all the inside details, whatever it is that I have been able to gather in the entire matter. That is going to be all for now, my loves, my guys. And I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Toodles.